Welcome to Maui, the second largest of the Hawaiian Islands. Lynn and I went over in 2009, and while we were there for our daughter's wedding, I think I gathered enough info to provide a quick overview that will be helpful before you go yourself. You will most likely fly into the airport at Kahului, located here. If you're going to drive in Maui, the very first thing you need to know is slow down. Speed limits are set low and for good reason. They have strict regulations on any kind of signage, so there are a lot of confused tourists out there, and they do unexpected things when they realize they just passed their hotel's entrance. So remember, pay attention and take your time. Most of the activities take place on the Gold Coast, or Kona Coast, which is the western side of the island. The large mega resorts are found in the northwest at Ka'anapali and the southwest at Wailea. In between, you will find Kihei, which has the smaller beachside resorts. Wherever you choose to stay, you will love it, and you will have no trouble accessing any type of activity you might like to do. Lahaina is a former whaling town that has kept the feel but now caters to the tourist with a wide variety of shops and restaurants. Take some time exploring this quaint little town, soaking up the atmosphere of a bygone era, and it will stay with you the rest of your life. Maui is called the Valley Isle for the large isthmus that is formed between the two extinct volcanoes that make up the island. The northern volcano Aiao has long been extinct, is heavily weathered, and has become quite the showcase for plants and birds. If you decide to explore this part of the island, you might come across Hawaiian tombs. If you do, please remember what these are and have some respect. You might even inquire as to the proper customs that exist around these sites that are sacred to the Hawaiian people. The other volcano is Helikula, and it is more than 10,000 feet high. The road is narrow and it takes a little bit to drive to the top, but it is well worth the time and effort it takes to get there. Technically, it is still active, although it has not erupted since the 1700s. At that time, the lava flow went down the southwest side, and where it hit the ocean is a protected park. So please stay on the roads and trails and obey all signs so this area can remain pristine if you decide to go there. While the west side of the island is the Gold Coast, the east side of the island is where you will find the tropical rainforest, and one of the most popular activities is driving the road to Hana. If you decide to take it, drive slow. The speed limit is 20 miles per hour, and that is because it's one of the curviest roads you will ever see. Pick up one of the touring CDs for the drive. It is very informative and will point out all kinds of things along the way. Now, I'm not sure why this is, but if you mention to any of the locals or hotel staff where you're staying that you are taking the road to Hana, they all seem to tell you to take food and drinks with you because there is no place to purchase them at that side of the island. That, my friends, is just not the truth. And while your options are very limited, there are places you can go. After exploring Hana, most people turn around and head back the way they came. Some, though, continue on to the 7 sacred pools. Lynn and I did, and until we got there, we thought it was some sort of sacred shrine of the Hawaiian people, only to discover the legend was written in the 40s by a local hotel worker, and it was actually a glorified swimming hole. Still, it is beautiful and well worth seeing. From here, Lynn and I decided to continue and make a complete trip around Helikula and the south part of the island. You should be aware first and foremost that while we had no trouble at all, the road is narrow, windy, and not maintained as well as other roads in Maui. And before traveling it, you should check with your rental company because some of them have bans on traveling this road. Something else you should be aware of if you take this route. There are no shortcuts or direct routes to the west side of the island. You will have to drive clear up to Kahului before you get a chance to cut over to the west side. So there you have it, a few-minute overview of Maui. If you want more info, please visit our website at www.roaddogs.com for more information and links to other things like diving locations, golf courses, and more. So until next time, this is Hugh for Road Dogs Travels saying aloha.